Hey everyone! Today I want to share with you 12 important pointers for anyone getting on a motorcycle for the very first time. I want to answer some common concerns and share advice that can help you get comfortable on your bike faster. Let's dive right in, and I'll keep it brief so you can get on with your day. Tip number 1. Focus your eyes on your intended path. It's really straightforward. Where you look is where you'll end up. If I look to the right, my bike tends to follow that direction naturally, even without moving the handlebars much. See? Just by shifting my gaze, my body's already moving that way. When you approach a curve or a change ahead, like roadwork, reduced speed zones, or no passing areas, use your eyes to anticipate it early. For example, I see those warning signs and chevrons indicating a sharp turn ahead. I'm also aware of traffic behind me and any vehicles that might appear suddenly around the bend. By keeping my focus steady on the route I want to take, I maintain good vision and balance. I don't need to lean wildly or brake abruptly. I just keep my eyes on the spot where the road curves out of sight. This simple habit can prevent fighting your own body movements and keeps the ride smooth and safe. It's worth repeating. Always look where you want your bike to go. Tip number 2. Ride more defensively in construction zones and hazardous areas. When you're riding through areas like construction zones, it's important to adjust your approach and ride more cautiously than usual. What might be just a minor inconvenience for a car, like bumps, gravel, or loose dirt, can pose significant risks for a motorcycle. Even small patches of gravel can make your bike unstable and increase the chances of slipping. Where I ride, especially here in southern Arizona, wind often blows dirt and gravel onto the roads, so you need to be extra vigilant. This means slowing down, loosening your grip slightly, and being ready to react quickly to sudden changes or obstacles. Always be aware of your surroundings. Watch for reduced speed limits, construction signs, and vehicles around you. This defensive mindset helps you stay safe when road conditions are less than ideal. Defensive riding in construction zones. And tip number 3, side stand. Now moving on, we enter an orange zone, meaning there's construction with loose gravel around. This calls for extra caution. While in a car, bumps or gravel might only cause minor discomfort. But on a motorcycle, even a small patch of gravel can cause serious trouble. Here in southern Arizona, winds kick up dirt and gravel onto the roads, so you have to stay alert and ride defensively. This means slowing down, keeping your grip light but firm, and being prepared to react to hazards. Coming up is an intersection with a recommended speed of 45 mph. I keep my fingers near the brakes to be ready, but since no cars are coming, I relax a bit and return to normal alertness. If you're curious about the color code I'm referring to, orange means high caution, yellow means stay alert. You can find videos on situational awareness linked below. Tip number 3. Always remember to put down your side stand. This might sound obvious, but I've seen it happen too many times. Riders forget to put the kickstand down when stopping. After a long ride in scorching heat, like 99 degrees at 10 a.m., your mind might be a bit foggy. You park under some shade, hop off the bike, and suddenly, bam! The bike falls over, because the stand wasn't deployed. That's a rookie mistake you don't want to repeat. Make it a habit to check your side stand every time you stop. Tip: adjust your mirrors before riding. One thing I always make sure to do before setting off is to check and fine-tune my mirrors. If you start riding with crooked mirrors, it can cause problems when you need to quickly check behind you. Imagine you're in traffic and need to glance at your mirrors. If they're misaligned, you might see nothing useful or even get distracted trying to adjust them on the move. So before you ride, spend a moment making small tweaks. I do minor adjustments while keeping my eyes forward and hands on the handlebars as much as possible. I know some riders might disagree with this, but I ride mostly in low-risk environments where I can afford to keep my hands steady. The key is to minimize distractions and maintain control. Tip number 5. Conduct a quick pre-ride inspection. Before you hit the road, it's smart to do a brief checkup on your bike. Many riders follow a system called T-Clocks, recommended by the Motorcycle Safety Foundation, MSF. This stands for tires, controls, lights, oil, chassis, and stands. Basically a checklist to make sure everything is in good shape. For me, this usually means checking tire pressure once a week or so. But I also use my pre-ride moment to scan the bike visually, while unscrewing the valve cap to check the tires. I take a close look at the tread, brakes, hoses, and any signs of damage. This helps me recognize what normal looks like for my bike, so I can spot any oddities quickly. If something looks off, like uneven tire wear or cracks, I'll investigate before riding. This habit could save you from unexpected breakdowns or accidents. Tip 6. Know your fuel range. Not all motorcycles have a fuel gauge that tells you how many miles are left. If yours doesn't, here's a trick. Set your trip meter right after filling up the tank. Pay attention to how many miles you can go before the reserve light comes on or you start running low. For instance, if you notice the reserve triggers at 120 miles, plan to refuel every 80 to 100 miles to avoid running dry. This is especially important if you're planning a long ride through areas where gas stations are far apart. Being aware of your fuel limits helps you avoid being stranded. Tip 7. Beware of hot surfaces on your bike. After riding, certain parts of your motorcycle, especially the exhaust pipes, can stay extremely hot. Don't touch these areas right after you park. Even after sitting for several minutes, they can still cause burns. It might seem obvious, but it's easy to forget when you're tired or distracted. Keep this in mind to avoid injury. Tip 8. Always wear proper riding gear. One of the most important safety steps is to gear up completely from head to toe. This means wearing a helmet, jacket, gloves, pants, and boots, specifically designed for motorcycle riding. I have different gear for various seasons, breathable and ventilated for hot weather, and insulated or heated for colder days. When it's warm, I want ventilation to keep cool. When it's cold, I rely on layers and insulation to stay warm. Wearing the right gear isn't just about comfort. It protects you from road rash, impacts, and weather extremes. I've included links to some beginner-friendly gear options in the description. so check those out if you're starting fresh. Tip 9. Dress in layers and adapt to the weather. Building on the previous point, layering is key. In summer, I might wear mesh jackets with plenty of airflow and a lightweight base layer underneath. For colder rides, I add thermal layers or even a hoodie beneath my jacket. This prevents shivering, which can cause you to make sudden, unintended movements on the bike. Shivering also distracts your focus and can affect your ability to react. Additionally, layering helps regulate your body temperature and moisture, keeping you from overheating or becoming too cold. Even in hot weather, a moisture-wicking base layer can help you stay comfortable. Tip number 10. Choose boots or shoes with good grip. We often talk about tire traction, but the traction of your footwear is just as crucial. When you come to a stop, you want your foot to land firmly and not slip off the ground. Slipping can lead to dropping the bike or injuring yourself, maybe a twisted ankle or worse. So invest in boots or shoes with soles designed for good grip. On the bike, my foot pegs have sharp edges to keep my feet stable, so good traction boots complement that perfectly. This simple detail adds a lot to your overall control and safety. Tip number 11. Know your local motorcycle laws. Rules about riding vary widely depending on where you live. For example, in California, wearing a helmet is mandatory for all riders. In Arizona, it's only required that you wear eye protection, and helmets are optional. Some states have minimal protective gear laws, which can be surprising or even risky. Make sure you understand the laws that apply to you, both for your safety and to avoid legal trouble. Tip number 12. Frequently monitor your tire pressure. Checking your tire pressure often is crucial, not only for extending the life of your tires, but also for your overall safety on the road. If your tire pressure is too low, especially while cornering, the tire can deform or even collapse, which might cause you to lose control or have an accident. On the other hand, if the tires are overinflated, they won't grip the road as well because the contact area shrinks, leading to less traction and potentially unstable handling. By keeping your tires inflated to the manufacturer's recommended levels, you ensure better grip, smoother turns, and safer rides. This step should be part of your regular pre-ride routine, along with a quick visual check of the entire motorcycle. Doing this consistently will help you catch issues early and keep your bike running smoothly.